Welcome back to Buy Forever. Got today is this Commodore Datasette. So I got this on eBay. It was included with another, well, it was the bread bin computer, the Commodore 64. I've been meaning to get around to this for a while. You notice when you sort of roll it round, there's some sort of screw or something. Let's stop now. There you go. Other than that, it does actually work. It's got like a loose cable there. Don't know if you can see that. That probably needs sorting out as well. So yeah, get to it. So with this, it's probably never been opened since the day it was put together. Dead simple, just 4 screws on the back. Take them out. So on the back it says made in Taiwan, ROC. Not sure if there's a date code on that, but serial number, what is it, 874978. Well, I've just got a J04 before that as well, so I haven't actually had one of these apart before. Screws just stuck there. Even back when I was a meddling teenager, I didn't take them apart. I usually took things apart and just to see how they worked. Carried that on the rest of my life. So here we go. Let's open this up, and what have we got? First side, right, so I'll show what that is. There's a cable there that's sort of not connected to anything. Not sure what that will be. Can't really see anything missing in that other bundle there. It does definitely sort of go somewhere. I should do, I think. In fact, where does it go? It goes to that. It could be, well, could be anything. Yes, okay, so that's the thing that was rattling round in there. A little piece of metal, not sure what that is, where that's meant to go. Right, find out in a bit. As I say, it does actually work. I've got another video of loading Manic Miner on this. Let's find sort of rubber band seam alright as well. So okay, let's sort of take some other bits off and see what we can do. So this, I was worried about the sort of wire kind of hanging out of the case there. There's a little rubber grommet. If you can see that there, that I think it's just as simple as sort of pushing that back onto the cable. Just putting that back in there like that. I think that'll be fine actually. Because otherwise, obviously, I'd have to desolder all these wires here. Don't really want to do that if I can help it. There's a few small screws here on this little circuit board. Let's just take them out. Actually, on the workbench here, rather than at the sort of place where the computers. I've got more tools. The lighting might not be quite as good. Whoops, let's not put them in. Well, could have done. Okay, so this is one of the things you find with these. They're just sort of put together, and then that's it. They're not really designed to be taken apart. Okay, there's a thing there. I think that must be like the. There's actually quite a lot to this. There's a little push. Whoops, there you go. There's a little sort of push switch in there, which has got a thing which I assume is to do with sort of pressing. Whoops, what's happened there? Right. So that's the. Oh, it's because I've taken the cover off. Obviously, pressing on things that aren't screwed in anymore, or sort of attached. But yeah, there's also this little thing here. I took this board off. Can't actually get that any further, I don't think, without. Maybe I actually can. This is going to be. This potentially is going to be a bit messy because all it, unless I'm really lucky. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's the that's like the outer shell of the top of it, and actually the whole thing, if you can see that, is just including the buttons on the front. That's all just come out in one go. It's a little bit grubby in there. So yeah, so I'm trying to work out what that push switch is there. I think, is that something to do with that? It might be the record. Oops. Play and record. Because obviously you've got to press record down at the same time. So that's when you press play, that's what happens there. It's quite a complicated sort of mechanism. Oh yeah, there you go, I've got so nice to engage play and record button, but still didn't push the other thing. Yeah, so what I'll do off camera, I'll just have a bit of a clean of this, maybe get a bit of compressed air on it, and okay, so just give it a quick clean with isopropyl alcohol. I'm not sort of person who's going to go into retro biting on these things. You know, it's just to get rid of any dead moths and spiders, really, if I'm honest. And hit it with a bit of compressed air as well. So I think it does look a bit better. I've noticed this roller. I think this roller here needs a bit more of a clean as well. So what I've seen on some other videos, people suggesting a really fine sandpaper. It's got a bit of P600 here. Just trying a little bit of that. Just going to carefully. I think what it can give us a abstract CPC video. Forgive me, I can't remember exactly what the channel was, but it's a really good channel. I'll try and put it in the description. Well, he was saying he actually put one of his treasured tapes in it. So immediately chewed it up, and it was all down to that roller there having like a bit of a shine on it. He said if you just, so this hasn't chewed anything up yet, but it's best to be safe than sorry, I guess. So just it's a little bit there with, you know, a bit of fine sandpaper. Hopefully that'll sort of grip the tape. I think what happens is it gets a bit shiny. While I'm here as well, I'll just give that a bit of a clean. So, because obviously the cover being off, it's a hell of a lot easier to get to the tape heads there. It's a bit of isopropyl alcohol again on there. As I say, I just sort of blew it through with compressed air, and yeah, it's got rid of loads of dust out of like the tape counter and stuff. So I'll just put all this back together and see how it looks. Okay, as I say, I've just sort of drop this back in to the case on the bottom. It's generally a lot cleaner. So that sort of wire at the back just by pushing the grommet through. I mean, there's still the unknown of where that little bit that was rattling around should go. I'm almost thinking now it was something to do with that black wire. Maybe it's like a ground sort of contact or something that should go somewhere. There's nothing other than that loose black wire, which obviously I checked inside the main cable back to the computer and I couldn't see any like kind of wire sticking out there. I would have put it back on otherwise. Yeah, so it's a bit cleaner than it was. Hopefully all there is to do now is obviously just button the case back up, but I'm quite pleased with that actually. There's something there. Obviously go and see if it still works. that's a bit dodgy, the record button. I'm not sure if that's because I just haven't got a tape in there or something. I might have to revisit this, but yeah, anyway, that was just a little tear down and a micro, oh actually I'd call it a nano restore, because I didn't really do anything other than clean it. But yeah, that's a nano restore of a Commodore Datasette. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, just a little extra bit at the end of the video, but you thought it was all over, but yeah, saying that record button didn't press down even when you're pressing play, which it should do. Just remembered there's sort of right protect thing down there at the bottom, which is designed so if you've got a tape, they had little tabs on them. I don't know if anyone remembers, but yeah, so that has to be pressed down at the same time as you press the button, otherwise it just won't allow you to do it. And there you go. So yeah, when you press that, the record and play does engage. Okay, right, there you go. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I thought I'd give it a quick test. Got this tape which came with it, Magic Carpet, part of the 199 range. I think that meant that it was $1.99 to buy. It seems to be loading alright so far. Probably just jinxed it, but it's making a bit more noise than I remember they used to, but yes, that loaded alright. I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed with how reliable these tapes appear to be these days.